Mariposas is a hand management, action selection, and set collection game released in 2020 and designed by Elizabeth Hargrave with art by Matt Paquette and Company and Indie Maverick. The goal is to earn the most points through the movement of your butterflies as they are born, grow, change, and migrate. To set up, place the main board in the middle of the table with the waystation board next to it. Randomly place a season goal card from each corresponding set on the main board face down, turning the spring card face up. Place the waystation markers randomly face down on the marked cities. Place the bonus move cards next to the waystation board and the life cycle cards in their indicated positions. Then select 3 random life cycle ability tokens to be placed face up next to the life cycle sets. Each player selects an available color and takes the corresponding butterfly tokens, sorting them by generation, then placing the Generation 1 token in the Michoacan space as well as their score marker at the start of the score track. Next they put a Generation 2 token on top of the Summer Goal card and 2 Generation 3 tokens on top of the Fall Goal card. Shuffle the action cards and deal 2 cards to each player. Place the flower die and flower tokens in reach of all players. First player is chosen randomly. In Mariposas, players are monarch butterflies migrating from Mexico across the USA and then back again, reproducing and changing along the way. The game is played over 3 rounds or seasons, with each player getting 4, then 5, and finally 6 turns in the advancing seasons. On your turn, you play a card from your hand, perform its action, and then draw back up to 2 cards. The action is simply moving your own butterflies based on the designation on the played card and then landing on either flower spaces to collect flower tokens or waystation spaces to collect life cycle or bonus move cards. Collecting a matching set of life cycle cards gives you access to the life cycle ability token in that row for either a one-time bonus or in-game scoring. If you land next to a milkweed symbol, you may hatch a butterfly from the next generation by discarding flower tokens with the costs for each generation shown on the board. If this takes the last token from a season goal card, reveal that card immediately. Once the specified number of turns for the season have been taken, reflected by how many played cards each player has in front of them, all action cards are discarded, the season goals are scored, usually involving where butterflies are on the map, older Gen 1 or Gen 2 butterflies are removed from the board, depending on if it is spring or summer, and then the new season begins. If the round ending was fall, players also score for any Gen 4 butterflies in Michoacan, and 1 point for any life cycle cards collected, followed by the end of the game. The player with the most points wins, ties are broken in a descending list. As I started to look over this game and write this script for it, I realized how relevant it is, or at least its theme, especially at this time in our world. The monarch butterflies migrate from Mexico up through the Americas, traveling thousands of miles in their brief lifetime, pollinating wildflowers and spreading beauty and color as they go. They are an important part of our world and ecosystem, but they are struggling due to habitat loss, and without conservation and care, they might be gone one day. We need to look out for them just as we need to look out for each other. All species survive through evolution, adapting to the changing world, and most thrive through community, especially humans. The world is changing, and to many it doesn't look hopeful. But there is hope. In those communities we've made, in the friends we've found, and in families we share. We may need to evolve, cocooning ourselves for a bit as the changes take hold. But when we are ready, and we are pushing at the edge of our chrysalis, those who care about us will be there to help us out and up. I'll be there too. I'm always game.